Great job, Sam. Just a few quick slices, and then we can get both of these mothers out of Max's brain.
Wait!
Now what's the problem?
It appears that Max's tumor has become infected with dark matter.
But you can make it better, right? Without Max, I'd be just another grim loner, skulking through the seedy armpits of the city, assaulting crooks and assorted crook-like punks in a humorless, over-narrated fashion. Sure, it'd probably sell like granny panties in a nunnery, but would I be happy? Not really.
No earthly tools can remove dark matter. Believe me, I've tried.
Destroy dark matter. I know, that toy robot I found.
But I thought you guys said that all those psychic toys were destroyed.
Destroyed? Nonsense! I can still sense the blasted thing. Somewhere in the city.
Someone must have retrieved the toy from the Statue of Liberty and reassembled it.
And I think I know exactly who. Our old favorite psychic toy collector, Harry Moleman.
You mean General Skunkape, right?
Oh yeah, Skunk Ape. He probably has the robot, doesn't he? I should go find him. To get the robot. Skunk Ape. Yeah.
Sam, Max is acting crazy again. Are you trying to control him?
Roger that, Mama Bosco. Let's go out on the town and make some new memories for your short-term memory book, Max. Remember that time we electrocuted you, Max? That was pretty spectacular. I'm gonna need an easy way in and out of Max's body to solve this case. I wonder if Max has any psychic powers left. Remember this corner, Max? This is where I first taught you how to ride a bike, and you first taught me how long you can keep a guy in a sleeper hold before there's permanent brain damage. You remember Mama Bosco's lab, don't you, Max? I'm gonna need an easy way in and out of Max's body to solve... Remember this block, Max? It's where we got our first citation for excessive property damage. Think, Max. Remember back when we were trapped on board Skunk Ape's spaceship?
Sam, you appear to be trying to run a program you downloaded off the internet. Did you mean to do that, or would you like to keep controlling Max?
I need some me time for a while. It's that astral projection toy we found in our basement.
No, please. You mustn't use Max's psychic powers. It will only speed up our destruction.
Just try and stop me. After you explain to me how it works.
Max in his current form is a bit more simple than he used to be. The projector will only take slides now.
There's no replacement Sam there to project into. That didn't work. There must not be any clones of me there. There's no replacement Sam there to project into. Maybe some clone stragglers are still hanging around Mama Bosco's lab. What a stroke of luck. There is a clone hanging around the lab. And the poor guy's injured. This must be one of the clones Max was gnawing on last week. It's just as well, since there's not much for me to do around here anyway. You'd think with this many screens, there'd be one that could tell me where that toy robot is. Not much point in coming here in retrospect. Should I head back? I can't squeeze through there with this cone on, and there's no way to get it off. This destabilizer could be exactly what I need to get that toy robot, if not for one thing. It's not really that useful for anything. Mama Bosco, can you?
Not now, clone. I'm busy here.
Hey, President Super Bowl. It's me, Sam.
Oh, great. I'm so racked with guilt that now I'm hearing things.
You're not hearing things. I'm astrally projecting into a clone body after talking to Max's superego inside his brain.
Keep it together, Super Bowl. Sam will be able to save the day. He always does.
No sign of the toy robot on the crime alert. Not much point in coming here in retrospect. Should I head back? I'd better hope a clone ended up on Skunk Ape's ship somehow. Here goes nothing. Where am I? Oh, nuts. General Skunk Ape must have taken a few of the doppelgangers, Simulacra, as souvenirs. No sign of anybody at the controls. He must be in the little Space Gorillas room. Now's my chance. Looks like I'm gonna need the help of those not-me's to get out of here. This tree is made of space fiberglass, but that didn't stop Harry Molman from gnawing on it, apparently. He's a fighter, that one. That's the rock Harry was lying on when he was trapped in here. It's all covered in mole sweat and too slippery to pick up. There's gotta be some other way to move it. Faded colors, fraying edges. I remember when quality meant something in a spaceship. What? It was like that when I got here, honest. These wires are running from the other cages. I wonder what they do. Nothing yet. Hey, no fair. How come he gets the hamster wheel? Is that what I look like? Well, they say the cloning process adds 10 pounds. My third eye is feeling a little itchy and watery. I wonder if I should switch to a different, fresher clone body. Hey, no fair. How come he gets the hamster wheel? I'm trapped, a prisoner of my own DNA. Gattaca! Gattaca! It still smells like Max. Of course, Max has an aroma that never ever quite goes away. Funny, I didn't notice this fuse box when Max and I were stuck in here before. The exposed, delicate electrical wiring of Skunk Ape's spaceship. I'm not going to reach in with my hands. This may not be my real body, but getting electrocuted still hurts. These puzzles are making me thirsty.
Error. Failure in stabilization controls. Clone HW021S. Commence backup stabilization immediately.
Uh-oh, sounds like that's my cue. I'm trapped, a prisoner of my own DNA. Gattaca! Gattaca! I'm starting to think these aren't even real keys. This toothbrush is part of every clone starter kit, I'm guessing. My clone ID tags. Useful, because I can't even tell us apart.
Emergency stabilization in effect.
Yow! I hope this is worth it. Ha-ha! I've escaped your little jail, skunk ape, with nothing more than my wits and some gold lame shorts. Now just hand over that robot? Skunk ape? Where'd everybody go? Even in a clone body, I'm not going to jump out of a flying spaceship.
What are you doing here? The clones aren't allowed out of their cages.
Number of max-saving toy robots on this spaceship? 0. You don't look like our pal, the alien. Wait a second. I recognize that brain.
Clones aren't supposed to talk. Wait a second. I recognize that clone.
You're Samunmak.
You're Max! No, wait, Sam. Which one is the dog again?
What is what's left of you doing here?
If you must know, I'm controlling this ship with my mind until I can find a replacement body. And then I will once again rule the Earth, as is my divine right!
So somebody found a use for your brain after all.
Don't be jealous, dog. Someone will find a use for your brain someday. Burn!
I wouldn't be so cocky. Don't you know what happens to the gifted brains that Skunk Ape uses to control his ship?
You question the power of the great Samunmak? I will bide my time with General Skunkape for as long as it serves my purposes. And when the time is right, I will strike like a cobra. Or at least the brain of a cobra.
And how are you planning to take over exactly? You don't have any weapons.
Weapons? The mighty Samunmak has no need for weapons.
So Skunk Ape hooked your brain into the controls of this ship and then just left you here?
I wasn't left here! General Skunkape turned command over to me to continue the assault on the giant Max creature. And to be frank, it is a role I relish, considering my beef with him after his insolence.
Now serving 1 beef frank on a roll with relish.
Belay that order.
It sounds like you're not quite in control of the spaceship yet, pal.
I can control this vessel with just the smallest thought. Even while speaking to you, I am targeting your partner for a full assault with my... what's the word?
Doors.
Now cut that out!
Keep up with the flying, Samunmak. I hate to think what'd happen if this spaceship suddenly lost power.
I'm not listening to you!
So, did Skunk Ape leave a forwarding address or any contact information?
Ha! Outwitted again, dog! Skunkape knew you'd be searching for him, and that's why he refused to tell me.
Clever. All this time I thought you were just his brain slave, when you're practically his second in command.
Of course! And to keep up the disguise, that's why he keeps refusing to clean out my tank.
Just tell me where Skunk Ape is, and I promise I'll set you free to run around and play with other disembodied brains or something.
I suppose you will be needing a new psychic-powered partner, seeing as how your current one is about to be destroyed.
That's it. I take it back. Tell me where Skunk Ape is, and I won't drop-kick you into the Hudson.
Barbarians, all of you future creatures! I'll never tell!
I'm looking for a toy robot. About yay big, goes by the name of Troy, gives its destruction to everyone.
And why on earth should I help you?
Because you're a brain in a jar and I know how to boil things?
Very well. It's nowhere on this starship, I promise you.
If the robot isn't on this spaceship, that means Skunk Ape took it with him.
Oh, clever. No wonder you're a detective.
I've got to find that toy. I've got to find that toy.
Toy sensors activated.
Stop that at once! I'm trying to concentrate.
Toy sensors deactivated.
Now, I've been meaning to ask you, what's your problem with the mole men anyway?
Ugh, disgusting, pitiful creatures. All of them.
They weren't so pitiful that they couldn't overthrow you twice.
Nonsense! They caught me off guard is all, and I hadn't stretched first. And the sun god roll was in my eyes.
So when you first found the Devil's Toy Box and became Pharaoh, the mole man overthrew you,
That doesn't mean anything.
and then when you got the ultimate power again to change reality itself, they managed to overthrow you again.
Just you wait. Once I have taken my throne again, I will imprison all of those filthy mole men. And then wipe them out of existence.
Now that I think about mole men, I know lots of mole men. There's Harry Moleman, Shavul, who was a mole man, his nephew Doug the Mole Man, Warren Burroughs, Prime Minister of the Mole People, Patton Oswalt.
Stop that! Stop that immediately!
Mole Man.
Cut it out!
Mole Man, Mole Man, Mole Man.
For the last time, stop it!
Rabbit season.
I said stop! Wait, weren't you supposed to say mole men? Damn it!
General Skunkapi, is it time?
Number of max-saving toy robots on this spaceship? 0. Grandpa Stinky!
What? Oh yes, Earth Dog. I am indeed the elderly stinky human.
This is important, Grandpa Stinky. Did Skunk Ape mention where he was going?
Aye, but the General has guaranteed that you Earth creatures will never find him before the domination of... he did not. I am a cantankerous human. Pah!
Did you notice if Skunk Ape was holding a toy robot that can destroy stuff from the Dark Dimension?
I've got no idea what you're talking about. I've never even heard of the Catonic Destroyer. Except that would be a good name for it. Probably. If it existed. Or if I knew what it was. What was the question again?
How did you get trapped in the mole processing room? Did Skunk Ape take you prisoner?
No. Everything is fine. I thought this door led to the waste processing chamber.
Are you all right, Grandpa Stinky? You seem different.
I assure you, I am quite well. And I am in fact your associate, Grandpa Stinky.
Well, okay then.
Thank you for asking, though.
Wait a second. Grandpa Stinky would never be that polite.
You might as well admit it, you know. The freelance police are powerless to stop us anyway.
Very well. Enough with the charade. I am actually the mighty Grey Pipe, mightiest of General Skunkape's warriors.
So, are you wearing a Grandpa Stinky suit or something?
Ah, the true explanation of my current appearance is so mind-bogglingly horrifying, your mind would never be able to comprehend.
You switch brains?
Well, yes. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Fair enough. All right, Mac. Where's Skunk Ape now?
Yeah, there's nothing you could possibly do to make me talk, naked Earth Dog.
Well, I hate to have to do this, but it's for Max's sake, and I'm dressed for it anyway. Prepare yourself for my hypnotic dance of the 3rd degree.
All right, I'll talk. Just make it stop. He's at a warehouse in the southeast end of the featureless warehouse district.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Mama Bosco's cloning chamber.
It's the Hotep Not Clone-Related Industries Building. 2348 Doppel Street at Gang Avenue, 212-555-2314.
Okay, I got it. Fess up, pal. Where's that anti-dark matter toy robot hidden?
Don't make me laugh, Earthling. After General Skonkapi so painstakingly reassembled the pieces of the destroyer robot, he'd never be foolish enough to let it out of his sight.
Why don't you reveal the entire plan to the enemy, Grapipe?
Oh, right. Let's start over again.
You must have really made Skunk Ape angry for him to lock you in the mole room.
Nonsense. I am the linchpin in his plan for galactic domination. He secured me in the mole sweating room for the good of the Skonkapi Empire.
Speaking of sweat, you really should secure yourself in the showers for the good of everyone else.
There was a mix-up with the heat controls.
Don't go anywhere. I may have more questions for you later.
You'd better hurry. Your time's running out.
Sam, I'm picking up an unusual spike in brainwave activity from Max. Are you trying to take control of him?
We've got everything under control, Mama Bosco. Rescue team, assume Giant Max form, go.
A little off the top, Max. Concentrate, Max. Remember all the wacky hijinks we had in that cloning chamber.
Keep me updated, Sam. Are you going to keep controlling Max?
I'm done here. I want to go back.
I think it's time Skunk Ape discussed this toy robot business. Face to reasonable facsimile of my face.
Yes! I'm so glad to see you're getting along with my unstoppable army of minions. Plenty paper. Play all you want. We'll make more.
Keep laughing, Simeon. Having a sunny personality will make the time go by faster in Sing Sing.
What?
It's a prison.
No Earth prison can hold me. With my unstoppable army, my newly reformed queen at my side, and the power trapped in this ancient toy robot, our plan cannot fail.
You just forgot one thing. The self-destruct sequence.
This cloning chamber doesn't have a self-destruct sequence.
Maybe not, but he does.
Unstable antimatter device detected. Initiating containment protocols.
You can override the bomb. Yes, my queen?
I'm doing it, darling.
It's a big box packed with evidence, no doubt.
That's from all of Stinky and Sal's failed attempts to knock off Grandpa before they hit on the magic recipe idea. The roach would dump the evidence off at the docks. Then the mermaid would swim it down the Hudson.
Wait. Stinky's a mermaid?
Seriously, Sam? Try to keep up.
Looks like some kind of fog machine.
Good eye, Sam. Near as I can make out, Sal turned that on to cover up Stinky's little disappearing act.
Good thing I've been practicing my yoga during this whole crisis. There's an unstable, highly volatile explosive in the clone chamber. I think they mean me. If only I had more time, I could make it so these minions had cool handlebar mustaches and a natural talent with the sousaphone. It's a big hunk of rock.
Left over from all the secret tunnels those lovebirds were having the mole people dig to pull off their scheme. She'd do anything to get rid of all that granite. I heard she was even selling it in sandwiches.
Hiya, Flint.
Hey, Sam. Didn't recognize you without the suit. This is some crazy case, huh?
Yeah, about this antimatter bomb.
No, don't sweat it, pal. Once I finish off these hairy mugs, I'll round up those two saps and put a damper on that firecracker. Easy as portfolio diversification.
I think this body might have needed a few more minutes in the clone tank. I'm still feeling a little doughy. I can't do anything with these. Stinky must have put the cloning controls on lockdown.
That was my fault, Sam. I was just trying to keep the clock from flashing 12, and the whole thing went haywire.
Jinkies! It's a closed-circuit TV camera hooked up to that projector.
Right again, Sam. All she had to do was get Sal to hold up a photo at just the right time, and it was easy to make Grandpa Stinky think his magic spell had worked.
Hey, I recognize that. That's the cake of the damned, the evil recipe that Grandpa Stinky magically turned into Girl Stinky.
Or so that poor sap Grandpa Stinky was supposed to think.
I'll just call this Exhibit A. It's an old video projector.
It was set up inside the diner, Sam. Turn it on at the right time. Cover it up with enough fog, and you could make it look like anything had just appeared out of thin air.
My clone ID tags. Useful, because I can't even tell us apart. This toothbrush is part of every clone starter kit, I'm guessing. It's a photo of Grandpa Stinky's evil recipe that he allegedly used to create Girl Stinky. Looks like this clone had orders to pick up the Devil's Toy Box. Nah, I'd better keep this in case I forget what the Devil's Toy Box looks like. Sim Sim Salabim. What? The Devil's Toy Box? How can this be?
Devil's Toy Box? They said the toy box had been destroyed.
Yeah, well, they say a lot of things.
A talking clone? Oh, now I see. You have come to make things difficult for me again. Yes, Sam?
Turn yourself in, Skunk Ape. Don't make things any harder on yourself.
Since coming to this dreadful planet, I've been pulled through a rock, shot at, imprisoned for decades, attacked by mole men, pummeled by clones, and shot at by an overzealous pulp detective. How could things possibly get harder?
You could do it without the hints turned on? You might as well give up, Skunk Ape. Once Stinky's done with you, you'll be tossed out like yesterday's bacon fat.
Nonsense. She has been madly in love with me from the moment she saw me. Animal magnetism like this. You can't just turn it off, you know?
How do you think I feel? Hand over that toy robot, and I'll think about turning the toy box over to you.
You're hardly in a position to make demands, Sam. Why should I turn over this toy instead of simply taking what I want?
Because if you don't, I'll blow up the toy box once and for all.
Yeah, you wouldn't dare. The explosion would destroy you along with half the city.
I'd destroy half of any city to save my best pal. Besides, I'm using a loaner body.
You're serious?
I'm just crazy enough to do it.
No, here! Take the robot. Just keep that bomb away from the toy box.
There!
Antimatter bomb disabled. Containment protocols canceled.
What is he doing?
Now I better get this robot into Max's brain before Skunk Ape realizes he's been flamboozled. You got everything under control here, Flint?
Ah, this is as easy as picking lice from a hobo's.
You hear that? Again with the hobos. What's his problem?
Don't kill that one, Flint. That's Grandpa Stinky.
No problem, Sam.
Sam to rescue team. Sam to rescue team. Robot acquired. Eat me. Over.
Roger that.
Skunk Ape put this thing back together himself, so I hope it still works.
Once we blast away that dark matter, we should have enough time to remove the... Uh-oh. I think my water just broke.
Pennies?
Sam, we've got to get out of here. Now.
But Max is...
There is no way I'm having this baby inside a horrible monster!
That horrible monster is my best friend, and we're running out of time to save him. What do we do?
Save Sybil. Save Sybil. Save Sybil. Sybil. Save Sybil. Save Sybil. Save Sybil. Save Sybil. Save Sybil. My friends, the most wondrous thing has happened.
It hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to unless we move.
What? Oh, yes, the baby. Whatever. No, my friends, the wondrous thing is that Max has actually committed a selfless act. Who's this guy?
He's the personification of Max's superego.
Ah,
Makes sense.
that means he's more than just pure id. He's capable of self-sacrifice. I've made a terrible mistake. Max is worth saving after all.
Told you so.
Go. Save Sybil. I will stay here and remove this wretched tumor.
But how do we get out of here in time?
Huh? No doubt there's something in here you've overlooked.
Why does Max have tear ducts? I can't remember the last time I saw him cry. Well, except when he was trying to lull his prey into a false sense of security. It won't do any good unless Max is crying, though. It's Max's collection of ideas for novels, in audiobook on vinyl form. Glad to see he's keeping track of them. He's always coming up with these things, but I assumed they just flew out of his tiny, oversaturated brain. The Happenstance at Ghastly Manor. It's a loosely autobiographical story of psychic horror. That's Max's gripping historical fiction thriller, The Eli Whitney Dilemma. Also, coincidentally, the name of Max's experimental fusion jazz band. A Killing Comes to Murdersburg, a Flint paper mystery. Oh, this is the hard-boiled noir fan fiction Max was telling me about. It's Max's heartfelt Inuit coming-of-age story. Are you there, Great Bear Spirit? It's me, Canuchlok.
Canuchluk wiped the last remaining ichor and blubber from his carving knife, then sat down on the one patch of ice not covered by walrus intestines. "Why so sad?" asked Paco, his faithful deer-tick companion. "It was a clean kill." "I know," sobbed Canuchluk, "but there was no one here to see it."
All right, everybody, let's load up and make a quick getaway. Good luck, Max's superego. We're all counting on you.
Don't worry, Sam. I'll have Max back to his normal, impetuous, wonderful self in 5 minutes. Just go, and hurry.
Sam, you have to get out now. The maintrons will impact in 4 minutes.
Why aren't we moving?
Wait a second. This isn't the tear duct. Well, that was thoroughly unpleasant. Gesundheit!
Let's get you to the hospital, Mrs. Pandemic Lincoln.
Ugh. That's Lincoln Pandemic?
Could you keep it down? Our head is killing us!
Quick, Giant Max, get out of there! The last Maintron is headed your way! He saved the city. But where did he go?
I almost had everything, and then you had to start slobbering over a stupid piece of rock.
For the last time, my queen, I will get you a diner on the next world we conquer. Just get me far away from... Didn't I tell you to get rid of that cell phone already?
Who could possibly be calling me?
Max?